I don't give a fuck. I'm getting stupid loose.
I'm actually fine.
Okay, now let's try to get an answer from someone who's not a complete retard.
How about you?
And we're live.
What's happening, honey?
Oh, you know, nothing really. We don't have the internet, so we're
Nothing
back
and
to,
everything at the same time.
We're back to the dark ages today.
The dark ages with no internet.
No internet.
Well, thankfully we have hotspots on our phone, so that's helpful.
Well, that and yeah, that does help.
Oh man.
What's the one you don't like? Raspberry?
Yeah, I don't like raspberry.
Which one is that?
One of these.
That looks like it.
Is it strawberry? That one's.
I don't know.
I don't know. Here you
I'm
go.
getting stupid loose.
Raspberry. Cheers.
Cheers, dude.
I got pineapple.
Since we have no internet, we go back to the dark ages. We drink. That's it. Just had a sip of my dick.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? Aggressive.
A little bit.
I'm off Monday.
I'm not.
It's kind of nice. It'll
You're
be
off.
Me and the kids.
You and all the kids.
Yeah.
All of them.
Great.
You can go to the park.
I could.
It'll keep them busy and it'll get them tired.
I'll have them do push-ups.
I'm just saying.
Get them really tired in here, too.
I'm just saying. Take the stroller
Little
for the
one
baby.
is getting in.
Walk to the park.
Push-ups.
Hang out there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
Push-ups.
Good. They're exhausted.
And I also apparently am going to a pro wrestling event with the
Oh,
oldest
shit.
one.
Yeah, you are.
So we do need to speak with your mother.
Okay, remind me about that tomorrow because I'm not about to text her right now. It's a little late.
Yeah, a little bit.
Are my headphones on backwards?
No?
I feel like this cord is going across my neck.
Then switch it. You can switch it.
But then the left ear will be on the right ear and the right ear will be on the left ear.
I mean,
And that'll bother me.
it will. I don't think we're doing anything that
I don't know.
is
It
going to
feels,
require.
it feels funny.
Why does it feel funny?
I don't know. Because it's in the wrong ear and I know it.
Yeah. Okay.
don't know.
Well, deal with it choking you then.
Listen, asshat.
What?
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't.
I'm just saying.
How was your week? Did anything interesting happen?
Try to think. I don't know.
My work is weird.
I went to a doctor's appointment, and then she marked a
Yeah.
few more labs and doctor's appointments.
You got to poop in a cup and
I
take
do
it
have
to
to
them.
poop in like a chef's hat looking thing.
golly, I still remember when can I talk about this?
What?
I don't know. You can cut it off if you don't want to. When after your surgery,
Okay.
and I had to take your sample.
Oh,
To-
yeah. When I got my vasectomy.
Yeah. I don't
You're
know.
you're the only person I'm fucking that's affected by it. So like,
Does that mean you're fucking people that aren't affected by it?
only 7.
Men?
All dwarfs.
Men?
Well, yeah. And I
Okay.
dress up like Snow White.
Well, good for you.
Since
You're
Snow White-
Snow White?
Snow White is brown now,
Listen,
baby.
bitch.
Snow White can be whatever the fuck it wants. That's the new world we live in.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You're too Brazilian for that.
that's true.
I mean, I know you're like a white Brazilian, but
Am I one of the good ones? Is that what you're trying to say?
I didn't say that.
You racist bitch.
You're a bitch.
Yeah. Oh,
All my
well.
coworkers are still amazed that we have blonde-haired, light-eyed babies.
Yeah. It's not so recessive as far as the genes go.
Usually, like, I don't know how to say this without sounding racist, but like Hispanic people are people with like darker features.
Oh,
Because I know you're not Hispanic.
Right.
Are you South American? Is that what
I
you
am
call
South
that?
American.
Typically, South Americans have darker features.
Yeah,
And usually those features are more dominant.
correct. Yeah,
But-
no.
Like, you're 3 for 3 or 0 for 3, I guess.
No, they're all blonde with light eyes. Mm-hmm. It's, you got some fucking answering to do.
However, I went to a baby shower at my work yesterday and took the baby with me.
Yeah.
And this, of course, came up because they all always go on and on about how beautiful his eyes are.
They are very light blue.
Yeah.
And
mine are green and yours are brown, but whatever.
our oldest, I think, is like a greenish
Hers
brown.
are greenish like mine.
And then our middle one, it's a bluish green.
It's bluish, greenish, grayish.
Yeah. Slightly dead.
Yeah.
She has a dead eye.
Well, Anyways, I was at work and one of the doctors that I work with,
Yeah.
we were talking because she has a kid that's maybe 2-ish.
Okay.
So he's like a little older than our baby.
Yeah.
Anyways, it came up. I was like, yeah, my husband's Brazilian. So it's still funny to me that he has, such light features.
Yeah.
And she was like, he must be German somewhere down the line.
Surprise, surprise, your husband is.
Right. And I was going to say, when she said that, it clicked in my brain. I was
Made
like, wait a
sense.
minute. I'm pretty sure there is German
Yeah.
not too far down that family line.
I mean, there's a river in Germany, apparently, that's named after wherever my middle name came from.
Okay.
So I don't think it's the same spelling anymore because once they went to Brazil.
Wait, that river's in Germany? I thought it was in Brazil.
No, it's in Germany.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And it's my great aunt. She was into the genealogy of it and she traced it way back. But when it came to Brazil, I guess at some point they got like the Brazilian version of fucking Ellis Island, where they were just like, this is how we fucking spell it. Here you go. You know what I mean?
Okay, then.
So
Any hoodles.
yeah.
Yeah, I went to work for a baby shower and it turned into like Bekah's baby.
Discussion.
Goo Goo Gaga. Everybody was talking about how cute he was.
They don't live with him.
No, he is cute. He is cute. You just have to be
Bro.
patient.
He's
Because he's at that stage where like he can't talk, but in his mind he can talk.
oh yeah.
Like in his mind, gets his
Means
point across
something,
really well.
and yeah.
And I'm trying my hardest.
And in my mind, a backhand gets the point across real well too, but
Oh,
he's
it
not at
doesn't,
the
though.
point that he'll understand that.
Right.
And it's
Right.
oh, dude. I don't know.
And right
Kids
now
suck.
he likes you a lot. If you
He
start smacking
does.
him when he screams, and it's
I mean, the other two like me a lot too. Didn't want to rub it in your face,
whatever.
but you know what I mean?
Fuck you.
I mean, this is how we got in this predicament. That's
You're hilarious.
This is how you got us here.
Me
It's your fault.
takes two to tango, buddy. It takes two to tango.
I don't dance.
I hate you. You always have like a response for every.
I don't know what to tell you.
Oh golly,
What else? We're
dude!
going.
At work this week, so
You worked a fucking weird schedule this week.
well, yes, but also like in general, my work is weird and the things I see.
You're weird.
Like technically, I work on a post-surgical floor,
Okay.
so mainly we deal with like elective surgeries, like knee replacements, hip replacements, shoulder replacements, mastectomies, like
And mostly older people.
planned surgeries. Typically, they are older,
Right.
but every once in a while, like you get some weird stuff.
Did we talk about you had no, we probably shouldn't. Never mind. Go on.
Okay. So we get a patient and the diagnosis in the chart says erectile dysfunction.
Nice.
Like, why the fuck? Why are we getting an admission, a person staying for that?
I'm getting stupid loose.
Turns out patient had a penis implant.
Actually, loose would not be the term.
He has a penis implant
Soft.
and they were keeping him overnight just to keep an eye on it and send him home.
Okay. That's an odd one.
I still have so many questions, but I'm scared to Google it. I need to just talk to the doctor and be like,
Well,
listen, can you explain
good thing
this?
is we fucking can't right now.
True.
So
Because I would right now if I could. So penis implant. So they put this thing in your dick,
that you like pump.
and the pump is in your scrotum.
Wait, what?
I'm trying to not be like goofy, but like
Hold
yeah.
on. So like you just like, can you make it like a squeaky toy too?
So like, do you know how blood? I'm not trying to be insulting. Do you know how like a blood pressure cuff works? Like a manual one,
yeah, like old school Pumas.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Nikes, the Nike Shocks.
I think they were Pumas originally, but okay.
I don't know. By the time I got them, they were Nikes, and they were like handed down from like 3 other people.
That's good.
But not really 3, but I mean dramatic. Anyways, yeah. So here's my thing. So do you now have like 3 balls? Do you have 2 balls and a pump? Or do they take a ball out and you have 1 ball and a pump?
It's probably 2 balls and a pump.
That's gotta be weird. And like, if it hurts for me to flick your balls or kick them, would it not
having
hurt?
An extra one there, to play with the fellas? I don't know if
you got an
want
extra one, so it's a little tight in there.
Sit weird.
So it might feel good when you're pumping. But like, if you squeeze that, like if you squeeze your balls, it wouldn't feel good.
Yeah, but like
enough to
that's the ball. Like I think if you're squeezing just the pump.
But like, what if you squeeze the pump and your hand slips and you like pinch your nutsack?
Ooh, that sucks.
You know what I mean?
Would suck. Yeah.
I have so many questions that like I kind of want to Google it just for
I just want to know how
purposes.
you deflate it. If like the old school Pumas, if it has a little like release valve, like it had a release button that you can go,
probably.
Does it make that noise?
I hope so. And in that
also,
wait,
like
in
where
that
does
case,
that air go?
So like, okay,
do you have like a male queef essentially?
I may cross the line here, and I'm sorry, but like, so like. After you jizz, do you have to deflate it, or can you just be like, okay, I jizzed, but let's keep going?
I just roll out with a boner from now on. That's how you live life.
Do you know how many, dude?
You're flying that flight. You
would never get random people to talk to you at the airport.
I would wear sweatpants and
but like,
always.
You know how
pump
you try to wear your headphones and like you think that deters people, and sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
If you had a boner, that would deter so many people.
100%. That is true.
So many people. No Southerner, no matter how bad they want to know your life story, is not going to come up and strike up a conversation with you if you have a boner. If you're just standing there with a fucking boner.
And if they start staring too much, you'd be like, "What's my fly undone?" Or just like act like I don't know.
Yeah. Act like you have no idea. Like,
oh, is my zipper undone? Oh no, boner.
Is there something on my pants? And just start aggressively rubbing it,
dude. Don't worry, guys. I'll get it off. Don't you worry, I'll get it off.
Oh, you think that's cream on my pants? I'll show you cream. That was gross. Sorry,
Lord. Hey.
Anyways, but yeah,
all right, so it could be helpful.
So like, and it wasn't even my patient. I was taking care of the patient across the hall.
Right.
And I'm right outside my patient's door because I'm scanning his medications.
Right.
And across the hallway, this patient, another patient, right, opens up his door, and I get hit in the face
with a
like
dick?
Axe body spray.
Oh,
and like cologne, and like I have a strong nose.
Puma penis.
I don't know if I have a strong. I can deal with scents, like
okay,
a lot better than you or our middle child can.
I would say you have a strong stomach.
Yeah.
Right. For
yes. Smells.
Generally a lot of things.
But like it got like I coughed.
And is that why you yelled at me that I was using?
I didn't yell at you.
Was it body spray? And it's not like I went out of my way to buy body spray.
No, I know.
It was. Are you okay?
Yeah, I was burping.
Oh.
I had a lot of burps.
Nice. It was in one of those like, I don't know, Christmas gift baskets that like inevitably someone will give me.
Well, because you're hard to buy for. You're very hard to buy for.
I guess.
You are, because like if you want something, you're going to buy it.
Expensive stuff. Yeah, I'd rather get it myself.
But still, if you want something, you're going to buy it for the most part. And then like the things that you genuinely want.
Books and movies, and no one thinks those are gifts.
Right. And everybody feels bad for buying you books.
Because you're all illiterate fucks. You're uncultured. Uncultured swine.
Yes.
Well, which is it, baby?
Oh, that's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
That's definitely the wrong one. But, I mean...
You uncultured swine!
There we go.
I don't have my glasses on.
It's okay, me neither.
So.
I need to go to the eye doctor, speaking of which.
You were telling me that your depth perception's kind of fucked.
Oh, yeah. And I've noticed it more and more when I'm driving.
Especially at night, I'm guessing.
Oh, it's so much worse. Much worse at night when I'm tired. But it's funny because it's not like I'm dangerous. It's like I'm pissing people.
You are.
No. I'm pissing people off because like I'm trying to turn.
Okay.
And I could have gone about 14 times. But when I looked left, I thought that car was way closer than it was. So it's not like I'm taking risks of things that like I couldn't make and I thought I could. It's like I'm sitting there when there's 4 car lengths. And I'm like, oh, I don't have space to go. You go ahead. I'll wait.
I mean, but even like when you pull behind someone at a red light, like you've always.
I stopped way too soon, though.
Dude, like,
it's not like I stopped too late. I stopped too soon.
Not always. Let's be honest.
Whatever. I need to get my eyes checked, and I will mention that when I go to the eye doctor.
You should. I've been thinking about getting new glasses for sure.
Have you seen this thing? I don't know if they're permanent or not, but they're like square contacts that like are thick plastic. Like they're not.
No.
They're not gooey. They're like.
Ew.
I think they like sew them onto your eyeball.
I hate not being able to Google stuff.
Oh, wait.
I guess you can pull it on your phone.
I don't even remember what they're called. I know one of the Jonas Brothers did like an ad for them. That's where I've seen it from.
Oh. Does he have them in his face?
Per the ad, he does, but like...
Oh. There's no telling then.
And I don't even remember which one it was, so I can't just search him.
Listen, the super gooey, soft ones sometimes are uncomfortable enough. To where like something that's square.
That's weird.
That's a little odd. That's not even eye-shaped. And it would have corners. I don't know that I would want anything with corners that close to my eyeball. Does that make like?
No, I totally get you. And like, even if it is sewn in, like I feel like you would feel that when you blink.
Sewn in is also insane. Like I don't know, because like, there's always the risk of infection, right?
Well, yeah, but again, like you've got to be able to feel that. Even if it's the thinnest thing possible, like I can feel when there's an eyelash in my eye and those are thin.
And what if you get like having dry eyes with like contacts sometimes is rougher than you can imagine. Just because there's that dry layer between your eye and something.
An implantable collagen-based lens.
Isn't collagen like pretty flexible and gooey?
Well, collagen, isn't that the stuff? No, that's keratin, never mind.
That grows your nails.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Collagen, I don't know. I don't know exactly what it's used for. I'm assuming, don't they put it in people's lips to fill them up?
Yeah, dermatology uses a lot of it.
So, all right, you're giving your eyes a fucking boob job? No thanks.
No, because like it looks like an actual lens.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. It seems aggressive.
Even contacts seem aggressive to me, but I got used to them since I've been using them since I was
Could you
like
imagine if I had to put
12.
contacts in my eyeballs?
You would eventually get used to it. You would have to. That's like immersion therapy, whatever it's called.
They just put you
They
in
essentially, they're like, hey, I'm scared of spiders. You're like, guess what?
Here's
you
a room
live with
full of
spiders
spiders.
now. You live here now. It's like, I don't like snakes. It's like,
Too bad. So sad.
we're gonna go swimming in Snake Island. Fuck.
Yeah.
So
Like we're gonna waste so much money on contact solution and even more on eye drops.
why?
Because if I try to put eye drops in my eye, I end up putting like literally 5 or 6 drops all over my face before I get the one in my eye.
That is true.
I'm just saying.
You are notoriously bad with eye drops.
Dude, you should have seen me when I was in like high school and getting like the people at the Mary Kay counter at Belk's to do my makeup for prom.
Yeah.
It was bad. Because they would be like, here, just blink and stick it in my eyeball. And of course I'm like,
Wait. The people at the what? Mary Kay
at the Mary Kay counter
at Belk's?
At Belk. Like Belk and JCPenney's and Sears.
Wait, so you just go get like free makeup to go to what?
Not free. You pay them, but it was cheaper because some of them are sample products.
Oh.
But yeah, you get a little makeover at the Mary Kay counter to go to prom.
I'm so glad I didn't.
Is that not a thing?
I don't fucking know. Why would I know?
I don't know. Did you never go to prom?
I don't think so.
Did you have a girlfriend in high school? Did you ever go to the mall with your mother?
Maybe. Okay, so maybe I went as a junior because she was a senior.
Ooh, you like older women, huh?
And then my senior year, I don't think I had a girlfriend. And I saved a lot of money. It was great. So.
When I was never mind, I'm not going to talk about that.
Oh, no, do.
When I was a freshman, I went to prom with a senior.
Yeah?
I thought I was so badass because I was a freshman. He was a senior.
He was a real alpha dog, wasn't he?
Oh, my God.
That's how he sounded.
My senior boyfriend.
Is that you or him talking?
Fuck you.
Yeah? Continue.
Yeah. That's why we're not talking about that anymore.
Oh, we're not talking about that. Oh, okay.
I think we've discussed my
Tequila Holiday?
past.
I should probably bleep that out.
Tequila Sunrise.
Is that what it's called?
No, you were right.
I was right.
Yes.
Boom. Anyway. Yeah, no. We
Any
once saw
hoodles.
him in a grocery store, and you shoved me into an aisle because you wouldn't let me talk to him.
Yeah, because I know you, and you'll say whatever the fuck comes to your mind, no matter what.
I don't know what I was going to say.
Exactly. That's my point.
I had every great intention of just having a nice discussion.
Yeah, and whatever comes to your mind is coming out your mouth, and you don't give a fuck,
No.
and you don't get embarrassed.
I don't. And he also looked like I could snap his tiny
You
little
could.
pencil neck with my biceps. So
You could. I'm not worried about that part.
yeah, I wasn't either. Trust me. Can you stop
You
fucking
started
touching
it.
me? I did not.
Yes, you did.
Back off. I'm gonna Sparta kick you,
Don't Sparta kick me.
then roll back because you're gonna
I
keep doing
can't roll
it.
back. I'm up against the chair.
You're not. So there you go.
Why do you hate me?
I do, dude. I just don't want you like fucking.
You started it.
I did not.
Anyways, what were we talking about?
You playing footsie with me? Stop it.
No.
Yes. I'll cut the shit out right now.
Okay.
I don't know. You're being an awesome
This all started with a
Freshman
penis
hoe.
implant and turned into
a penis pump. Yeah.
a penis pump. So yes, the penis pump was interesting.
Yeah.
I helped a doctor do surgery on a butt.
I wouldn't probably say that.
I'm just kidding. It was a bedside procedure,
But type. Okay.
and I assisted a surgeon.
Doing what?
Scraping all the gunk out of a butt wound.
Yummy.
It was so gross, but it was so cool.
It was so gross, but it was so cool.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Because he
Scraping
injected a
butt.
bunch of lidocaine and then took a scalpel and like cut this woman's, the wound was like this big,
Yeah.
and he cut around the edge of it.
You should probably use numbers so people have a relation. They don't know what this big means. Size of a potato.
That's bullshit. Potatoes are this big and potatoes are this big.
Okay, so this big is better than the size of a potato.
The size of a small grapefruit.
Okay, at least I'll take that.
That's way better than a potato because I bought a bag of potatoes today that were all this big.
This
But, like,
big means nothing.
I'm
You're still
talking to
doing
you,
it.
though.
I understand.
I bought a bag of tiny potatoes today that were this
There
big.
you go.
There are also russet potatoes that are 5 inches long.
Okay. It's not how big they are, it's how you use them. But anyway,
The butt wound
the butt wound.
was an average orange size
Or a small grapefruit.
or a small grapefruit.
Yes.
Stop touching me.
I'm not. I'm hiding behind my chair leg.
Whatever.
Go on.
I got to help. Well, not
So
help.
you
I-
wipe some lady's butt.
Yeah. I did wipe shit out of her butthole at one point.
Nice.
He was pausing. I was like, hey, I'm going to wipe your butt real quick. I'm sorry if these wipes are cold, but you got a little poop there.
That's wonderful.
So I wiped it off. I didn't want her to be embarrassed. It's already shitty enough that she's got to get a butt wound cut open. She knows she's got shit on her cheeks and
Well, does she know that she has a shitty cheeks?
well, I don't know, but still.
You know, that's why I'm glad I have a bidet, bro. That's the one thing.
I'm going to put that in our suggestion box at our hospital. Bidets for every
Can we get like bidets?
bidets.
They're so easy to install. I mean, you
And
know,
they're pretty cheap too, relatively. Like the one we got.
I don't think it was over $100.
Oh no, it was under 50.
It was pretty cheap, and it was like, I want
However,
a fucking fancy one now.
I was literally gonna say that because
The ones that like
I've
fan
used
out.
it a few times. So I love using ours,
Yeah,
but it's cold,
it is.
and that throws me off. I want to get a heated one.
You gotta like embrace it. Yeah, you gotta do your Wim Hof breathing
Yeah, I have a hard time
and like
embracing it.
accept it. Just Boom.
Well, also, like, I don't know if it's just because I have no ass whatsoever.
Yeah.
But, like, even when I flip it to the front section,
Yeah.
it still doesn't hit my asshole.
Well, the front section is going to hit your vag.
It's supposed to.
Yeah.
But when I hit...
It
when
hits your
I twist,
asshole still?
it hits above my asshole, like my back still. Again, maybe it's just because I have no butt.
That would make no sense, though.
I have to like lean forward when it's on front mode for it to get my butthole.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe if you sit backwards, like reverse cowgirl the toilet. I don't know what to tell you, man.
That's like a vag enema.
Pretty much it would be, but you know,
Ew.
how much do you want shit off your vagina?
Not that bad. That sounds like it would hurt because that water can come out pretty darn aggressively.
You're power washing your clit. You're essentially like spring cleaning. Bzzz, that's it.
Maybe I should try that.
There you go. There you go. We won't know who's splashing, you know?
That's terrible.
It's like, all right, well.
That's terrible.
Floor is wet. Don't run in here. No,
What are you
but
doing,
bidets
babe?
are fucking
I'm
great.
Bidet.
Bidets are amazing.
Oh, do we have my drops in here?
You got mad at me last time because I threw them at you. So they're here somewhere. Well, nothing. I threw them at you and you got mad at
can't
me.
move the chair.
I'm getting stupid loose.
Anyway.
I'm stuck.
I'm actually fine.
No, I'm not fine.
Your little dry eyes never killed anyone. Anyway. Although eye drops apparently were murdering people. You're going to break something.
Because I'm trying to scoot back so I don't accidentally hit you.
You were not accidentally hitting me. You were purposely petting my leg with your foot.
Started it.
I'm going to... This is good. Or I would throw it at you, lady.
Whatever.
If this was like a shitty peach or something, I'd throw it all over you.
Peach is delicious, you asshat.
I don't know. Overrated.
Whatever.
Overrated. I was gonna ask you something, but then you went all fucking tard mode on me. And I don't
Sorry, it slipped.
know. You know. Sometimes it does slip out.
Fell and just landed on it. That's what they all say.
Oh. When they find things up their bumhole.
Yeah, and they have to get them cut out. And they're like, oh, it just tripped and fell in the shower and happened to land on it. Lubed up and all.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
So, this is something that was let's get through some of these videos since we didn't watch this at all. And just so you know, we're watching it on my phone.
So can I scoot closer to you right now?
Yes. Start it whenever you're ready.
Do we need to plug it in so you can hear it?
You don't need to plug shit in, bro. I got everything hooked up.
What?
So, this is... Describe what you're saying.
A bunch of police cars and one just drove through some kind of barricade or barrier.
Yeah. Oh, this is like one of my favorite parts. So they were blocking, protesting something, oil, and causing a ton of traffic going into the Burning Man concert or festival. And now they're like, you better move, you have 30 seconds, and they don't. Oh, this is so glorious. We know.
Jeez. People are laying on the floor and the cops are like putting them in cuffs.
Yeah, it's the middle of the desert. I'm sure that floor is not. Oh. Please.
She was just standing here. What the
They're not attached at all in there, by the way. Look. You'll see them. She just goes flying. That's my favorite part. They change themselves to the barricade, and then the cops are just like, we're just going to go through it. So, and then time for you kids to fucking go home.
Jeez Louise.
This was on Native American ground.
Okay.
So like
They can literally do whatever they want.
Also their laws.
Yeah.
And their cops are gonna do whatever the fuck they think they have to do, you know?
Yeah.
So one lady is just like, we don't have guns, we don't have weapons. And the cop gets out of that wasn't in that video. The cop gets out, get on the ground, just starts yelling at them. He's like, get the fuck on the ground.
Jeez.
And the lady's like, we're just whatever she said. Environmental terrorists. I don't think she said terrorists, but that's what they are.
Okay.
But it's so glorious to see them. Like, everyone's... And the best part, I didn't show you, but, like, going into the comments, how, like, for a while, it would be, like, I don't know, let's call it, like, 60-40 people like me.
Right.
That think the shit's hilarious versus, like, environmental pussies that are just like, whoa, good, great work, brothers and sisters, man. Everyone was against them in the comments this time. They're just like, all right, fuck you guys. All right.
Especially when they're yelling, like, oh, he's hurting me. And like, it's clear in the video that he's not.
Also, like, you didn't see the line.
Right. A major traffic
that this
backup.
caused. And like, it's the middle of the desert. I'm sure gas stations are not everywhere.
Right.
And
it's hot as fuck too.
It's hot as shit. Like, they probably could have fucking killed themselves, like, if they stay there dehydrated. Like, it's just fucking stupid, and it does nothing but like literally get everyone just pissed off. And I'm so glad that at least like, the world is so divided now that it feels wonderful to get like a group of people to really get together and fucking hate these pussies.
Get together on something.
You know? It's just like you united a lot of people. So at least there's that.
Yeah.
Because they all fucking despise you morons. But, so that was that. Let's see if there's another one. What else you got going on this week?
Well, at work, so I was at the nurse's station and the secretary gets a call that was like, hey, the secretary comes in, she's like, hey, Bekah, there's a family member for room such and such downstairs, and they have the patient's emotional support animal, and they're not letting him up. What do I need to tell him?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, from what I remember last time, the supervisor said, you know, if it's like an emotional support dog, cool, send him up. But if it's
a pet,
like,
go fuck yourself.
Well, if it's a pet, go fuck yourself. But also if it's like a health care support dog, you know what I mean? Like one of those. Like, we are taking care of all of your health needs.
We sniff out strokes or whatever, yeah.
Right. So I was like, well, if it's emotional support, like, it should be able to come up. Yeah. But I got to go to this meeting. So I was like, I got to go to a meeting. So can you just call the supervisor and clarify, and then you can let them know? Like, can you handle that for me? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. So I go to my meeting. I come back pretty quickly because I wanted to know what was happening. And if it was a dog, I wanted to pet it. And
if it's working, you're not supposed to, fuckface.
If I was allowed to. There was one that came that I was allowed to pet. He told me I could, and I made friends with Roscoe, and he was precious. He was like a pit bull, and I asked if I could pet it, and they said yeah. And so I started petting him, and he was like a little apprehensive. Yeah. And then I stopped I was like squatted down, and I stopped for a second, and he did like our dog does, and he like kind of laid in my lap as I was standing up, like leaned on me. Yeah. And then we were friends. Anyways, my supervisor's up there, which like she does rounds anyways. So I was asking her, I was like, hey, can you just remind me, like, what did you say about the emotional support dog? Because
we'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yeah. And she was like, no, it was an emotional support parrot.
Get the fuck out of here with that. Yeah, no.
So I told them no. And I was like, yeah, I'm glad you did. I'm so sorry for even trying to tell them. Maybe, but like, jeez.
Dude, can you imagine being in a floor, you just get out of surgery, maybe dealing with some pain, right?
And whatever, like, effects of the anesthesia wearing off, too.
That, too. And then for the next 7 hours or so, from the next room over, you just start hearing, remote, remote.
Probably want a cracker.
You should be allowed to kill not only the pet, but definitely the owner.
Yeah. That is annoying. Like, we did have a dog. We've had a couple dogs come up before.
They're usually quiet, though.
Yeah, they're super quiet and chill, and
Birds
fine.
are not known for being quiet.
No.
They're like horrible pets.
Yeah. But apparently it helps the patient with her depression.
So does you too, bitch. Watch some funny videos. Like for a few days. Because how long is she going to be in the house?
And at that
You know
point,
what I
she
mean?
hadn't even been there for like a whole day.
Oh, Lord.
Take some Prozac.
Get a
I was
fucking
not expecting a
Switch.
freaking like parrot.
Get a Nintendo Switch. Download fucking Candy Crush. Like fucking chill. Bitch.
Yes.
Look out the window.
I've been getting into Candy Crush lately.
Watch some bird. Here's a pair of binoculars. Go watch some fucking
A
birds.
pair of what?
Binoculars?
I thought you said binoculars. I was like, what the
Don't correct me, bitch.
I wasn't correcting you. I was just clarifying what you said.
Ow. You actually hit me,
I sure did.
bitch.
Charlie bit me.
Yeah, no.
I feel like I had some videos, but I don't know what they were of.
Yeah. Well, in the meantime.
Have you seen this?
This guy was this close to getting away with this.
Ready?
In 1999, a man named Sergio Motoneng decided to compete in the Comrades Marathon in South Africa, an extremely grueling
So,
This man's competing in a race.
and then
55-mile
some ultra marathon.
But despite being just 21, Sergio incredibly ended up in 9th place out of more than 23,000 highly skilled
Wow.
runners and was awarded around $800. But although it seemed like Sergio would go on to have an extremely successful
Isn't that
running
crazy?
career, shortly after the race, a veteran ultramarathon runner named Nick Bester, who had finished 15th, complained that he had never actually seen Sergio
Yeah.
passing him. When these claims were investigated, though, race
This Nick
officials
dude.
initially cleared Sergio of any wrongdoing since his timesheets were accurate. But when an eagle-eyed reporter then took a closer look at some of the photos of Sergio from the race, he suddenly noticed something shocking.
What do you think it is?
What? So he ran this race and like potentially had like somebody fill in for him or something?
What do you think? There's
That's the
more.
only thing I think of, but that's why. Why? So you could say you did 9th place in a race?
Throughout the race, Sergio had apparently switched his watch from his left wrist to his right wrist, and he had also somehow grown a scar on his left shin. Turns out, pretty much every time Sergio had been going to the bathroom during the race, he had been switching out with his identical twin brother. And in the end,
How do you do that? How do you guys not fucking think about like the watch? Right?
Yeah. Because you're just going to be like, here, put it on your
Sergio and his brother
wrist.
Fika admitted to cheating due to poverty, and were both banned for 10 years and had their prize money taken back as well. This guy was this close
What?
to getting away with it.
I think the prize money was like $800 too.
So like every time he went to the bathroom, he switched out.
With his twin brother.
But then he still had to sprint to the next bathroom so they could
Or
switch
take a
back.
car or a taxi, right?
Yeah, I guess.
There's a way to do it. But the guy
That's
that was in
crazy.
15th place was like, I haven't seen him or his brother pass me. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And that launched an investigation,
Wow.
and that's how he was caught. And banned for 10 years.
Well, don't be dumb.
Yeah. Even if you are stealing and cheating just because of poverty.
Right, but like
It's
you
yeah.
got to think of everything then.
You're gonna be dumb. You gotta be tough. Or don't be dumb. Plan this shit out.
Right. Think for like
Hey, Howard,
2 more hours about
right
it.
hand. Put this on.
Right, like just be like, here, put it on.
Yeah. And how do you hide a scar? Or little brother is gonna have to get a scar. It's easier to give than to take. Sorry.
I guess, yeah. Well, the amount of time it would take to like switch your watch and switch your outfit,
I think you could buy 2 watches now.
you
and-
could have like stopped for a breather and kept going, and then avoided this whole thing.
Yeah, but I don't know if he would have won. He didn't win. He
It
came
was
in
9th
9th.
place.
So, but at least he got some money for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then he got taken away.
Fucking thing sucks.
Yes.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I believe these people were a few of my people.
him one day with several arrows sticking out of his body, and he was murdered. There was a guy a couple of years ago that had actually made contact with them, and what he would do is he would hike into the jungle, and he knew that
That's
at
so
a certain
stupid.
time of year they'd be moving through this one area. So he would go there and he'd leave like 2 machetes, a shirt, and some bananas. But this guy would go leave them some gifts, and so he'd leave them gifts. They knew where to come for the gifts, and then when he like kind of habituated them to know,
Like, hey guys, I got gifts.
He would be sitting there while they took the gifts.
We're like, hey guys, I got shit that's worth stealing.
People spoke of it in the region that he was able to interact with them, and they don't speak a language that anybody really knows, and so he would sort of just be like using hand signals and just be very gentle.
Yeah.
They have 7-foot bow and arrows, like they have huge, and they use bamboo tips as for mammals. They have a serrated palm arrowhead for fish, because then it will go into the fish and not come back out. But this guy developed a relationship with them, was leaving them gifts, only being positive to them. He would actually go out and speak about it,
and he got fucked.
Is this a tribe that like
they found him one day with
is
several arrows
completely
and they
off
found
grid?
him one day with several arrows sticking out of his body, and he was murdered. There was a guy.
And they were a cannibal tribe, so
Yeah.
I'm sure they took advantage.
Yeah, because I've heard that like if they catch you like pulling up to their island, then like you're dead.
Isn't that nuts?
That is very much nuts.
And they're and the fucking balls
I want to live on an island like that,
of what?
where if you pull up to my island, you're dead.
Oh, I thought you wanted to just go live with fucking cannibals. I was like,
No.
it doesn't work like that.
Oh.
That was nice.
Oh.
Apparently my my good old buddy was telling me that he had no idea that pretty much all of my encounters down here with Portuguese speakers, not all, I guess I can't say anymore, but
Are
like
Mormons?
majority of them, they're all Mormon.
That's funny.
And then he's like, what? And I was like, yeah, they send a lot of their kids to Brazil to go convert people.
Yep.
And I wonder if they send them to like the middle of the Amazon. They're like, all right, Jimmy, go convert the click their fucking tribe that has never seen people. And Jimmy never comes back.
Jimmy never comes back.
That was Jimmy right there. He's like, hey, I'm gonna give them gifts.
There's a reason they use like a
show them
CG image for that guy and not a real image of a
real
person.
image for a person, because that they found his pinky, I'm sure. And they were just like, let's do some fingerprints. It could be him. Let's assume it was him. But it's yeah, like I don't see myself ever putting myself in a situation like that, to where you're just coming back with gifts, kind of showing weakness to a tribe of people you don't know.
That you know that are cannibals and would likely eat you.
Yeah. And you're just like, hey, this motherfucker.
Hey, let's be
He's
friends.
like, every 2 weeks, this motherfucker's here. He's got cool shit. Let's fucking kill him and take his shit. Mm-hmm. They're not thinking like, let's trade with him. It's like, they don't need to trade, motherfucker. They keep what they kill.
Ooh.
They feed their families. They're not interested. Can I come in and tell you the good word? It's like, sure. Come on. Put this apple in your mouth real quick. All right. Put your hands back. And stand by this fire. Okay.
You better be a smoke pig.
Thanks. Yeah, that's insane. Oh, Lord.
Dude, how about our... Oh, sorry.
Go on.
I was going to say, how about our middle kids' like obsession late last week?
With?
Pickle hot dogs.
Yeah. And we kind of figured out where she got it from.
The oldest figured it out. Honestly, we didn't figure it out.
We didn't.
So the middle kid, maybe it was like a Saturday. It was last weekend, I think.
Like, what do you want to eat?
It was before that even. Like, she started out just waking up in the morning like, I want a pickle hot dog. Like, what? Let's eat breakfast food first before we start talking about hot dogs.
I want a pickle hot dog. Which,
She wanted a
like,
pickle hot dog.
she had asked me, I think, the night before, and I was like, what the fuck is a pickle hot dog?
Yeah.
And she explained it to me how she wanted it, and I was like, that is a pickle hot dog, yeah.
Yeah, well, when she first told me, I was like, is it a pickle and a bun? Like, what does she mean? So I asked her, and she explained to me. She's like, it's a hot dog bun and a wiener and a pickle.
Yeah.
And ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise. And
She said mustard, and I was like, I don't think you mean that,
yeah,
but okay.
she started listing in sauces.
Ingredients and stuff, yeah.
So we went to the store that day for lunch and got all the stuff to make it.
Yeah.
And
I was sick, I think. So
You were.
probably Saturday. Last Saturday, I'm guessing.
So I made pickle hot dogs, and she devoured it.
She's very picky.
She's also stubborn. She's just like you.
She's stop it.
Like if she thinks she's right,
Yeah.
she is not giving in.
That's true.
And like you usually are right. It's not just you think you're right, but you usually are.
Yeah, and she
has that same confidence, but she's not right.
I was gonna say she's putting up a pretty good record on some things.
Dude, the other day she fought me because she tried to tell me that there was a Halloween party that day.
Oh yeah, she still has that dumb shit.
And I was like, no, dude, you don't. And she was not taking no for an answer.
I forgot what she was arguing with her sister about, to where she hit her with
Oh no,
a knowledge fact that was true, and like they both looked at me, and I was like, well, she is right. I was like, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be real fun. Mm-hmm. As that gets,
It's not.
yeah, I'm sure. But our oldest was back on the mats this week.
That's fun.
Yeah, she seemed a little excited to train again.
Right. Which is good.
Mainly because like we need her help, because we can't really smash. This sounds wrong, but like we can't keep some of the kids that are in the kids classes in check, because I'm a heavyweight male. You know what I mean? Like I would crush most of them.
Yeah.
Lessons will not necessarily be learned. She has enough experience and size that she could kind of keep them focused, and, you know, if we need a mat enforcer, if you will, she can step in and help us out. To which she was way too excited to take on the role.
She was so excited about that part.
And then I was like, I'm not bringing you there to bully people, but when we say, hey, turn up the heat and pressure this kid, we need you to pressure them. And then she got really nervous about going because of an incident that happened months ago where she ran into a competitor.
Who was always competing.
And he's good, you know what I mean? And like he doesn't necessarily drill, which is something that we need to kind of back him up, back him off a little bit on the intensity, even when we're drilling. But she wasn't really up for that, and she got a little shook, and I called her out on it, and she didn't like the fact that I was right. But you know, I think talking to her and stuff helped.
It definitely
especially
helped.
when I was just like, you're going. Like,
Well, yeah, and also like before she even talked to you about it, she asked me if she had to go, and I was like, yes. Yes, you need to go. It's good for you, like, and multiple different aspects. Like, you need to go.
Well, listen, I had asked her earlier in the week if she wanted, if she could do this Friday, and she said yes. Then I asked her again. I was like, hey, I'm gonna tell Coach that you're gonna do it.
Right.
Yeah, you can tell him. Cool. Now you've given me the word, and I've given my word to someone else.
Right.
Tough shit. Like
you gotta go.
You're going.
You gotta go.
It's she wanted to not go 20 minutes before class.
Right.
So
but she went and she had a good time.
She did. She lucked out. We were the only ones that showed up because I guess this weekend, long weekend, people were gone.
Yeah.
But she got to hang out with me and Coach Matt and ask him a ton of fucking questions the whole time.
As always.
And, no, she had. And then they were talking about boxing. And she's like, I'm more of a kicker. And then Matt's like, do you actually know how to throw kicks? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, no, she fucking doesn't.
No, she doesn't. But she tries.
Yeah. Anyway, confidence is a motherfucker. But.
Or lack thereof.
I want her to be confident.
I know. She's getting there.
She's getting there. All right.
said you'd prefer a guy who does self-defense using other methods. Are we talking like with his
not like that. I just mean like I think a gun is a bit extreme. Like if like
a gun is a bit extreme.
What other self-defense weapons do you prefer? A machete?
Most people would argue like for a legally obtained firearm in like a circumstance of self-defense. Like if someone breaks into your home, like most people would argue for that. I'm just saying like I personally would prefer a different, I don't know.
There's 5 home invaders. All of them don't have weapons. They're ready to throw down with their fists against your husband. Would you prefer he has his hands or a gun?
Hands.
You don't.
Are you serious?
Wow.
That's someone that just wants to get not only her husband beaten the shit out of, but she'll probably get raped.
Absolutely.
I don't want them dying if they're just coming into my house.
What if
you just have to kill one of them?
Wouldn't you want
I don't want them dying if they're just coming into my house.
I didn't think they were going to kill him.
Well, I mean, they're home.
You don't have to kill him. Shoot him in the kneecap.
I don't think they're going to kill you. Someone's breaking into your house. Do you think they have good intentions?
Right. They don't care. If you get in their way, if they're really determined, like...
If you invade someone's home doesn't mean you're going to kill them.
She's an idiot.
Don't marry a woman who doesn't want you to be able to defend yourself with a gun. If 5 people break into your house, that's wild.
Yeah, that is wild.
Like, she literally doesn't want you to even defend yourself.
She wants him to have his hands when it's him and 5 other people that are breaking into his house, intentionally trying to hurt him or whoever gets in their way.
If fucking Peter Dinklage breaks into my house, and that's half a man, I am using a 12 gauge to his fucking face. I'm not gonna fucking tussle with the dink. You know? Like, he's getting a Mossberg right to his fucking face. I'll use bird shot. That should be enough to take the little guy out. But you know, insane.
Yeah, that's a bit crazy.
You know what you say to a woman like that?
Nope.
Honey, someone broke in. You go handle them.
You go handle it. Yeah.
Stretch your fucking holes. You're gonna be putting them to use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not getting my ass kicked.
Especially because you won't let me have a gun.
Yeah. Hey, honey, remember that one gun that I wanted to get? Lube up, bitch.
Right.
You got some work to do downstairs. And they look like they're in no hurry. So, try to be quiet. I got work in the morning. But,
Jeez.
Fuck her, dude. Seriously. That's someone that legit wants you dead. So,
yeah.
I don't feel bad.
Yeah,
Thank you. Hey, sir, actually, is there any way I can get a large water?
I'll give you like a 20-ounce water for
that would be awesome. Thank you.
What do you think they're going to do?
I don't know. Give him water?
What's the situation?
There's a man in a drive-thru asking for a cup of water.
Cup of water, right? What's happening?
So they're switching with the guy that was in the driver's seat, switching with a woman.
That was like magic. I came back and you changed.
Oh. Aw.
He didn't freak out that bad.
Wait, what do you mean? Wasn't there a guy right here? Mm-mm. He asked for... Did you order the regular biscuit?
Yeah.
He's so confused.
There before, no?
Mm-mm.
You're joking, right?
No.
She needs to keep character.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Did you hear him say, like, what the fuck at the end?
He was so confused.
I mean, he looked confused when he asked for a cup of water. So
I mean, that's true. He looked a little off to begin with.
A little bit. But he was super nice. Most fast food employees, they'll look you in the eye and say, you want some water?
Right.
Here's my dick.
Nope.
You can get it right from the tap, bitch.
Go back around or go inside.
They don't give a shit. But he actually was helpful. And they fuck with him. That just means the next time someone's like, you want some water? And he's like, oh, you want some fucking water? Time
as he fills it up.
Why don't you come inside and get some water then, bitch? I'm not falling for this shit again.
I'm not falling for this again.
No. I mean, he took it in stride. Let's see. Maybe he now watched a video of himself online. And he's like, those motherfuckers.
That's how he finds out how that worked.
They made me look stupid.
Well,
I told everyone at work that I thought I ate some fucking bad mushrooms. Or
I ate
good
some
ones,
really weird.
depending on the day of the week. You know what I'm saying?
Aw.
Yeah, I don't know. He probably thought he was tripping balls.
I mean, probably I would too.
Anyway, it's kind of what I got
Yeah.
for this week. It's kind of hard to do this with no computer, to be honest.
A little bit, but we made it.
We did all right. Tomorrow we'll be going to the amusement park. Today we changed some blinds and curtain rods that the kids had destroyed.
Yep.
I took them to Lowe's so you can sleep.
Yeah, I took a little nap.
And just more shit tomorrow.
More shit tomorrow.
Anyway, ho. I love you.
Love you, bitch.
And I'll see you cunts next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
I don't give a fuck. That's fucking illegal. Fucking thing sucks.
I don't like your jerk off name. I don't like your jerk off face. I don't like your jerk off behavior. And I don't like you, jerk off.